One of my students inside my program, Essential Cage Guitar System, had this great question, and I wanted to answer it here to help you out. It's all about basically fretboard mastery and soloing. So in the program, you learn your scales, you learn the chords that go with them, you learn the arpeggios, and you also learn licks and phrases to put this all together, and you solo over backing tracks. Now, as you can see, that's a lot of ideas, right? But that's basically, it's fretboard mastery, it's soloing, it's all these things. They're not just a quick, there's not just like a quick thing you can do this in 10 minutes, despite what a lot of people will tell you. It does take time. So he was wondering, what to focus on and what was more important. Should I practice the scales? Should I practice licks? And so it's this timeless debate, right, of scales versus licks. Now, when I started thinking about this, I thought of like a car, okay? So you've got the different parts of a car. The scales are sort of like the box frame of the car, the meat of the car. But the licks are like the wheels, okay? So let's say you want to be able to get around town, you want to fly around the neck and play solos, but you have your scales down, but you just sort of have the box frame of the car at that point. It's going to be tough to get around, and what I mean by that is you're not going to be able to play solos with real fire in them with just knowing the scales. Now, licks, on the other hand, are sort of like the wheels of the car, so you could hop on one wheel and start riding around like a unicycle or something, but you're not going to really be able to fly and take advantage of everything. You'll probably lack a little bit of substance. You won't know the chords maybe that go with it, or you won't know different aspects of harmony that are important. So the answer is you actually need both. So you got the box frame of the car and the wheels. And I'll give you an example. Let's say that we had the chord G7 here, okay? So the scale that goes with this would be the G Mixolydian scale. So you could play that scale. Or you could play a lick, right, which might sound like this. Right? So that's where sort of that fire comes from. Now I'm speaking more the language of the music. So you have to have both of these things and know how they connect. And that's going to give you the full picture, the full car, so you could cruise around town. And you know what I did when I got my first car? Well, I went out on a few dates, and you never know, playing some ripping solos might land you some of those too. So if you need help with this, grab my free fretboard guide. Just go to johnmclennan.com/fretboard guide, and I'm going to show you more of how the chords connect with the scales and start giving you a framework to put this together. It's completely for free. Just go to johnmclennan.com/fretboard guide and download that as my gift to you. So I hope that gives you some things to think about. Scales versus licks. As always, thanks for watching, and if you enjoyed this video, I think you'll really like this one next.